Hello, I'm Daniel Park. I'm from South Korea and I really love to drink. So my story that I'm gonna talk about is my first terrible, horrible and the worst hangover in my life. Since I started studying abroad in Chicago, I used to go out for hanging out with people and drinking a lot. So at the time after I finished my classes, I got a phone call from my roommate. He said, "Why don't we have some drink now?" But time was only 3 p.m. when he called me. He said, "Drinking in the middle of the day is so awesome and good." So my roommate and I met at a Japanese restaurant called Kabuki. As soon as we met, we started drinking beer and Korean traditional vodka called soju from 3 p.m. to 11 p.m. I guess. Honestly, after I finished drinking, I was totally f***ed up. Actually, I couldn't even remember how to get to my house myself. I guess I was in a state that I couldn't recognize my parents because of too much drink. Next day, when I began to come around, I realized that I was in my house and I didn't feel so good. I had a really bad headache and sick feeling in the stomach, and I couldn't totally control my body not to throw up. After I stopped throwing up, I checked the time by my phone. The time was 10:30 a.m. I was shocked because my class started at 11 a.m. and I had to take the bus to get to school. So I hurriedly finished my packing and went to bus station. When I got into the bus, I felt so weird because there were so many people in the bus. When I usually took the bus at 10:30, there were usually not many people in the bus. While I was thinking about that, the bus started moving and the worst challenge in my life also started. Every time bus moved, the bus jolted and shook so hard, and this shaking was totally enough to make me feel sickness from my stomach that barely became calm. I kept saying myself inside my mind, "God, please help me. If I throw up in here, I'll definitely be killed by these people, and maybe I should leave from the US." When I arrived at the school, I checked the time again and my phone told me the time was 10:55, and at last I signed and leave. But second problem happened immediately. I opened the door of my class. There were other people that I've never seen in the class. So I thought I might come to different class and I checked the room number. But room number was right. So I ran to my professor's office room. I asked him, "We don't have class today, sir?" And he answered, "What are you talking about? Of course we have." And I asked him again, "Then why class doesn't start yet? It is already 11:15, sir." And he said, "No, it is 9:15. The time of my phone was truly long. I didn't remember when I adjusted the setting of the time of my phone. I felt so embarrassed about what I did because of hangover. But on the one hand, I was a little bit happy because I had 2 hours to sleep in the library.